What's up, world? My name's Ryan.
I'm Victor.
That's what we said down. Today, my brother, I'm gonna have him listen to Hercules by Lil Wayne.
My grandmother nurtured me, and that's who you about to meet. All y'all versus me, all y'all versus sweet. Nothing but dessert to me, and Hercules gotta eat.
So, before we get into this, we just want everybody to know that we play the song straight through. If you're not wanting to listen to the song because you've heard the song before, the time code is down below. Just skip over to the conversation. The reason why I'm going to have you listen to Hercules by Lil Wayne today, why I'm having my brother listen to Hercules by Lil Wayne today, is because my brother fell off of Lil Wayne after the Carter 3. And I know that me and him can both agree that from Lil Wayne's beginning all the way to the Carter 3, he was just up as shit. This dude was bananas. He was the black version of Eminem, in my personal opinion.
I don't know I go that fucking far, but
Eminem says some off the fucking chain shit. Lil Wayne was the same way. He says some of the most off the wall shit that makes you think. His puns. The dude has puns forever. It's just his lyricism. And if it's not his lyricism, it's what am I looking for? Fuck it. I don't even know. His metaphors. That's
metaphors.
His metaphors. This dude's metaphor game, his punchline game, everything about Lil Wayne back in the day when me and my brother.
Yeah, that's what he used to be. It was his fucking metaphors.
It was metaphors and it was punchlines.
And he had a sick delivery.
He did have a sick delivery. Unfortunately, my brother seems to think, and I'm not going to disagree with him because I semi-feel the same way. As the years have gone and we've gotten older, and it's 2018, he's sold out. At least that's what he feels like. I don't feel that way. I get past the auto-tune to hear the lyricism, and I still feel like the old Lil Wayne is in there. He's just keeping up with the new times. Some people would say you don't have to do that. Others would beg to differ. In the hip-hop game, it's very hard to stay in the hip-hop game and stay relevant if you aren't trying to transform. If you're not trying to stay within the times. If you're not trying to do something different or off the wall. It's pretty much the same thing with R&B. We're always looking for new creative sounds, new creative ways to deliver our metaphors, our punchlines, anything and everything from our lyrics. We're still trying. Anybody and everybody in the hip-hop game, the pop game, they're just trying to be the greatest that they can be, but evolve it. This shit never stops evolving. I feel like this is the reason why hip-hop now today is considered the new rock and roll. That's what they say. I'm just necessarily coming out of my mouth. It's not coming out of my mouth. There's critics of higher statures, Rolling Stones, and all that extra shit that has said that hip-hop's the newest rock and roll, so don't judge me, all you metalheads out there. I like metal. I like it. I still think rock and roll is rock and roll. Hip-hop is hip-hop, and rock and roll is rock and roll. You gotta separate the two. But, with that being said, I'm done talking. Hercules, Lil Wayne. My brother's gonna have to read the lyrics because he's not gonna be able to get past the auto-tune, but I just want to show this motherfucker that Lil Wayne still has it. This dude still got it, I'm sorry. He cracks me up. This nigga, he still makes me laugh. That's the biggest part about Lil Wayne. Every time I used to listen to Lil Wayne, the dude just made me laugh. Like, you really said that shit.
Hey, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I can't find my lighter. My house is 5 stories. I don't tell them, I don't write them. And my living room is white. My lies are much whiter. My darkest secrets are bright. I'ma need a sunvisor 187. Make your bitch run my errands. At the bar with the Dracula, ordering Bloody Marys. Got a house on the prairie. Got a corpse in the basement. I see hell out my window. Lord, this view is amazing. If I go back to jail, Persian runs in my cell. Got the world in my hands. mine. I don't like you, or niggas like you. And Nino Brown's still my motherfucking idol. Keep a brown rifle for niggas like you. Kill you in a drive-thru, we go viral. Oh, I don't like you and niggas like you. And Nino Brown's still my idol. The Glock 17 is still a minor. I kill you over something minor. I get at you vaginas wild like a wino, high like a high note. Go at your head like a rhino, leave your shit bloody red like your bino. And I'm a nigga with a title, I can care neither about a nigga title. Get when I'm entitled and get homicidal. Lil Chapter, Lil Kiter, stun on rivals, up on arrival. Numbers on liars, I am number 1. I am on 1, I am on 10, stunting on 12. I keep it 100. Hercules, 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 Hercules. Smoke strong Hercules, strong on the whole team. Hercules, 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 Hercules. Smoke strong Hercules, strong on the whole team. Mercy me, mercy me, mercy me, mercy me. Have mercy on them, don't you? Nigga please, nigga please. You heard him scream, help me please. Help me please, help me please. Get please whenever I please. Hercules, Hercules. I'm twisting up the kush, sticking fingers like Onyx, throwing up gang signs. You can see them all in my vomit. I'm sleeping with the enemy in bulletproof pajamas. I'm cool like that. Oh, but the climate is climbing. I got inches bigger than you. I got bitches taller than me. All they ratchet and bougie. I guess I like R&B. I'm unapologetic. I'm sorry for not being sorry. Woo. And these niggas old news. I'm talking about prehistoric. I need Benadryl for my trigger finger. Bad bitches for my homeboys. The grass is green on the other side. I'm focused on my own yard. Focused on getting more dough. Twisting up like torsos. Rich as fuck, but more so a poor soul. Oh well, if snow fell like hoes fell in love, I'll be a snowman. My bitch is a soldier for me, G.I. Joe, and they thought I ain't have no chance. I took the dice and rolled them. I left that crap table with a chip on my shoulder. Hercules, 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 Hercules. Strong on road team. Mercy, mercy, mercy me, mercy me. You heard him scream, help me please. Help me please, help me please. Nigga please, nigga bleed. Hercules, Hercules. They worship me certainly. Purple leaf, purple week. Perfect scene, perfect scene. Search the scene, search your things. Search for bling at your jeans. Search for work, search for scheme. Search his kid, search his queen. Search your purse, search your clean. Search his turf, search his team. Search his sleeve, check for wings. First I cursed and I squeezed. They say they lit with a steam. Let him live, let him breathe. Let him live, let him breathe. Nigga please, nigga please. Hercules, Hercules. Hercules, Hercules. Strong on the whole team. Murder scene, murder scene. Murder team, murder team. We murder teams, murder teams. They told you picked up the rock like Hercules, Hercules. Oh Lord, whole squad go hard. No fake, no fraud. We don't break no pause. Oh Lord, whole squad on Mars. And you don't make no noise. No cake, no sword, I still go Hercules. 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 Hercules, Hercules. Mercy me, mercy me. Rest in peace, Mercy D. My grandmother nurtured me, and that's who you about to meet. All y'all versus me. All y'all versus sweet. Nothing but dessert to me. And Hercules gotta eat. All y'all take a seat. But Hercules gotta speak. Cause all y'all about to bring the Hercules out of me. Keep playing.
He said, my grandma cradled me, and that's who you about to meet us. I forget, dude. That dude.
Oh man.
I know the auto-tune. What's up, though? He still says some.
No, he definitely has still got some fucking lyrics and metaphors to him.
That dude is a fucking.
It's definitely still.
He's
there.
a goddamn beast. You just can't get past the fucking.
I just wish he'd go back to not even the auto-tune. I could deal with some of that, but he's trying to rap like, you know, that new style of rap that everybody's fucking doing now.
This is what it is.
But my point is this. I miss his fucking flow. He used to have such a nice, sick flow, but now he's like emphasizing his high pitched, nasally, annoying ass voice and throwing an auto tune on it.
Right.
I ain't hating on it. Man ain't hitting the playlist.
Right.
I just can't. I can't take his voice like that, man. If he would drop it down and act like he's still got nuts, and you know, leave or get rid of the auto tune. Leave it on or keep it out. What the fuck ever.
I feel like he needs to get rid of the auto-tune. I don't feel like it should be so heavy.
But I feel like either way, just drop your voice down a little bit. Fuck.
But homie still got bars.
No, he still got some. Yeah, that shit was fucking. He was calling motherfuckers out.
He was calling motherfuckers out, dude.
My grandmama raised me. That's who you about to meet.
That's who you about to meet, dude.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely had some good licks in there, man. It was nice. Like I said, and that almost makes it worse though, because it'd be an ill track.
No,
if it didn't sound like he's the new age fucking Green Day. Goddamn, he'd be rapping with his goddamn nose plug and shit.
You want to know what really started that to me though, and this is what I feel like it was, and a lot of people know. A lot of people in the hip hop, everybody in the hip hop community knows what it is. So, him and Birdman. Birdman was his CEO, his Stun Like My Daddy, Young Stun Like My Dad. He was adopted dad, all that extra shit.
Yeah.
He ain't daddy no more. He ain't the CEO no more. He ain't boss of shit no more. They've been beefing for the longest time.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've reconciled their differences, but what I do know now is that he is solo. The Carter 5, I believe.
Is it the fucking 5?
I think it's the Carter 5. For the hip hop people out there, don't fucking hang me. He came out with the Carter 3. Maybe it is the Carter 4. What was after the Carter 3? Was it the Carter 4?
Yeah, usually 4 comes after 3.
I'm trying to think. Did the Carter 4 ever come out?
Yeah.
I'm litty.
There's definitely a Carter 4. There's definitely a 4.
So we're waiting on a Carter 5.
How the fuck is I know
Hey,
this?
shut the fuck up, dude. Damn it, I'm litty. We might not even know that. Look, I don't know. Dude, see, look, the wild turkey. God damn it. Here we go. Shit. Anyways, so, no, that's the Carter 5. The Carter 5 has got to come out. The Carter 5 has got to come out. But while Birdman and Lil Wayne was having their differences, you had this nigga called Young Thug. I know you've heard of this name. Young Thug. So Young Thug, he's part of the mix. New nigga to the group. Baby wants to put Young Thug's album out and give Young Thug attention. Lil Wayne's got a project that's completely ready and ready to go out there, and he's like, nah, I'm ready to put this out. And Birdman's like, we're going to put you on the back burner. Lil Wayne's like, you going to put your vet on the back burner? Nigga, what? I'm Lil Wayne.
Right.
What the fuck is this?
Right.
For Young Thug. And on Young Thug's end, Thug Younger, whatever the fuck his name is. His name is Young Thug. This fuck boy, he's not worth the time. He's not worth the day. For whatever reason, Birdman's giving him the time and he's giving him the day. Pays attention to him. Start screwing Lil Wayne over left and right. They just have this big outgoing. Young Thug named his album The Carter 5.
What?
Yeah.
You want to talk about calling motherfuckers out?
Exactly, bro. Well, after that, my nigga, matter of fact, this is going to be next video. Sell Some Blue. That's going to be the next Lil Wayne video that we do. We're going to do that. That's the next one I'm going to show you. Aside from another hip hop one that I want to show you. But Lil Wayne, he came back and he was like, oh, okay. So you just gonna name the Carter 5 after my whole entire, I had this shit planned. Young nigga just gonna come through. So basically Lil Wayne was like, I'm gonna show you who invented your sound. Because Young Thug at the time, like before Young Thug came up with his own sound, he admitted to, I idolized Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's my nigga. That's my bro. That's my homie. That's this. That's
it's amazing how motherfuckers flip.
Exactly. But even then, like, you know how this dude was saying, you guys are biting off of my flow. Y'all are biting off of my sound. I invented this shit. He said that in this track. It's pretty much the same thing. Young Thug, that's exactly what he was doing. He was biting off the sound, that track. So Lil Wayne took that very nasally lifestyle fucking shit and put it on Sell Some Blue. And even on Sell Some Blue, bro, he was pissed, and you could tell because if you listen to the goddamn lyrics, it's like, yo, like he was coming for Birdman, he was coming for Young Thug. He wanted blood.
Yeah,
he wanted blood, and there was auto-tune before that, but Lil Wayne's voice has never been so heavily auto-tuned since that, in my personal opinion. I feel like as soon as the Young Thug thing just kind of he bit off of Young Thug's small little minute sound that he had that was different from Lil Wayne, and he basically even said, like, you know, I gave you this sound. Because in a sense, Young Thug, he's trying to sound like Lil Wayne without sounding like Lil Wayne, so purposely Lil Wayne bit off of the sound and was just like, I'm going to make it better than what you can make it. And truth be told, I ain't heard shit from Young Thug. Young Thug was popular in 2016, 2015, 2016.
Well, that's the catch with most of these rap cats now. Is fucking man, they last for a year tops.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, even then, it's the arrogance of the dude. Like, you know, there's certain things that this young individual does that you would never catch Lil Wayne doing. Yeah. He calling people peasants. Like he was at an airport, called a bunch of flight servers, whatever the fuck.
Flight attendants.
No, they weren't flight attendants. They were the people that checked in the bags and tickets and all that stuff. They were women that worked at the airport. He called them peasants. Just y'all are hoes, y'all are this, y'all are that. Like, you know.
Why are you disrespectful?
Yeah, exactly.
They're the ones buying your music.
This same motherfucker, he's known for rolling up $100 bill. He rolled.
Oh, is that the dude? I remember you talking about that before.
That pisses me off. It's just like, you know. My thing is this. You have so many people in the world that struggle. You have so many people in the world that genuinely have talent that are better than you. The only reason why you're fucking out is because of the people that you know. It's not because of your talent. You ain't shit. You're full of shit. Young Thug, I'm calling you out right now. I hope you see shit. You are a shitty ass talent. You ain't shit. That's why I don't know what the fuck you're doing now. I knew what you was doing in 2016. I knew what you was doing in 2015. I knew what you was doing. Truth be told, 2017, I think he fell off. Because I haven't heard shit from him in 2017. I haven't heard shit from him in 2018. He's irrelevant. And if anybody that's out there listening begs to differ, comment it. I'll listen to it. I encourage you to. I'll probably even hit you up on the next one, because the next one's going to be Lil Wayne too, just because he's got to hear it. I'm going to let you know how irrelevant I felt it sound. He's not worth the time of day. He never was worth the time of day. In my opinion. But for somebody to have that opportunity, to have that kind of lifestyle and be able to do those things, and, you know, there's people that need $100 bill today now. There's a homeless man on the street that needs $100. That would give him a place to stay for the night.
Well, dude, look at fucking, like, you know, if you want to do a 180 and make people fucking like you even though you suck at life, and this is not even an adequate comparison because these guys actually have talent. You know, Akon.
Yeah,
you see what he's done, right?
Yeah, dude, Africa.
Yeah,
fucking
lighting. He's fucking building schools and shit.
Building schools, everything.
Yeah, it's.
You want to know what's really crazy about it is there's actually a meme on Facebook that involves Young Thug too, and Pac was the presentation to it. So it went back to a day, and they had this video visual on it, and they were asking Pac, you know, what do you feel is next for the music scene? And Pac basically said it depends. Are these niggas out here going to have balls like me and speak with their cojones, or are they going to have wee nuts? And the woman wanted him to break it down for him, and he was basically like, all right, well, if you have balls, you're going to speak on the shit that's going on in the world. And
you're going to call out police brutality. Exactly. You're going to call out the shit that's happening.
And a lot of people want to look at Pac as a man of violence. Before you call that motherfucker out for being a man of violence, white people, elderly people that dislike hip-hop, for the motherfuckers that are watching this right now that don't know, listen to Tupacalypse. Listen to the albums that he made before he was famous, before he ran into Digital Underground and got his record deal. And even then, listen to his albums afterwards. Yes, there's violence within his album, but he is very educational. He is very political. He was more than just a thug life presentation to the world. He was change for the world. He wanted it. A lot of people would even say if he was still alive today, he had the capability of being the president of the United States. I don't disagree with that. A lot of people would look at me and be like, motherfucker, you crazy. If you heard the way this dude spoke at 25 years old.
And look at who's in the office fucking now.
Exactly. The dude prepped himself for his lifestyle. He read. He read constantly, all the way up to the age of 25. He even spoke on it in interviews. I'm attacking books. When I'm not writing, when I'm not rapping, I'm reading. The dude constantly seeked knowledge. But anyways, back to this video. So he's like, well, you're going to be a man and you're going to speak up on the world, or you're just going to party and bullshit. And that's exactly what this generation is about. And then they put it up to today's date and time and asked Young Thug. After the clip of Tupac saying, be a man of cojones or be a bitch that talks about party and bullshit all the time. It's fun to talk about it, but you got to speak on the real shit. It brought it to Young Thug, and it was talking about police brutality and blue on black crime and white on black crime. And they add this young lady, she was a reporter, and she asked Young Thug, how do you feel about certain things that are going on in America today that involve these certain situations? And this is what he had to say. I'm not worried about that. Leave the politics to the fucking presidents and the fucking Congress and all of them. I'm out here living life. We partying, we getting money, we making chains, we buying chains, we drinking on this liquor, which, hey, Wild Turkey, I'm for you, dude. Drink your drink, that's what's up. But if you're gonna drink your drink and you're gonna have fun, be about something. If all you trying to say
that can't be what you're about 24/7.
No, exactly. And if that is what you are about 24/7, that's exactly why I don't know who the fuck you are today. And I heard about you in 2015. Lil Wayne destroyed your fucking career. My name's Ryan.
I'm Victor.
Thank you for watching our musical Odyssey. We out.
That was the fucking way to wrap that one up.